I'm going to make another statement that I think your favorite find that you found on that 26 is right there. I love it, mate. I love that positivity. Right, let's dig some good stuff up. Let's see what it's got. There you go, yeah, get in there, my son. That sounds really good. Buried riches, secret tunnels, lost history. Oak Island has been pulling people in for over 200 years. Some came looking for gold, others for answers. No one has solved the puzzle, but one thing's clear: the island isn't giving up its secrets easily. Now, all eyes are on Lot 26. This patch of land might not look like much, but it has connections to Samuel Ball, a man who went from a humble cabbage farmer to an unusually wealthy landowner. Some say he found part of the treasure, others think he knew something no one else did. Just recently, something was pulled from the ground, a small piece of silver. Just enough to raise one big question: are we getting closer to the truth? Discovery of silver artifacts. A sharp beep cuts through the quiet. The metal detector has found something. The team on Lot 26 knows better than to get their hopes up too soon. Oak Island has thrown plenty of false leads before. But this signal is different. Strong. Clear. The kind that makes even the most experienced treasure hunters pause. They dig. The first few scoops bring nothing but dirt and small rocks. But then, something glints in the sunlight. It's small, worn, and caked in mud. A closer look reveals its shape, a curved, delicate edge smoothed by time. Someone wipes it clean, and just like that, there's no doubt silver. A fragment of an old spoon. At first glance, it might not seem like much. It's not a gold coin or a treasure chest overflowing with jewels. But to the Oak Island team, it could be far more important than that. This isn't just a random object lost in the dirt, it's a clue. One that could help connect the dots between history and the island's greatest mystery. In the past, silver wasn't just used for decoration, it was a sign of wealth and power. The rich didn't just collect silver, they used it every day. Spoons like this weren't disposable utensils, they belonged to people who could afford luxuries that most couldn't. In the late 1700s or early 1800s, when much of Oak Island's history was unfolding, silver wasn't just about showing status, it was a valuable asset, sometimes even used as currency. So what's a silver spoon fragment doing buried in Lot 26? The Samuel Ball connection. Lot 26 belonged to Samuel Ball, a man who arrived on the island as a poor farmer but somehow became one of its wealthiest landowners. His sudden rise in fortune has always raised questions. Did he really make his money just by farming? Or did he find something or take part in something that changed his life forever? The fact that the silver was buried so close to Ball's property is already suspicious. Silver spoons weren't exactly common among everyday workers. If this belonged to Samuel Ball, it could be a sign that he had access to things most farmers wouldn't. Then there's the possibility that the spoon isn't connected to Ball at all, but to something bigger, a hidden stash of wealth, broken apart and spread out across Lot 26. Some treasure hunters believe that before valuable metals were hidden, they were sometimes cut down into smaller pieces. This made them easier to trade or easier to hide. And here's another twist: this is only the first find. The metal detector is still picking up signals. If one piece of silver is here, could there be more? What if this is just the edge of something much larger? Scientific analysis and dating the artifacts. Finding silver is one thing, but proving where it came from is another. That's where testing comes in. The team knows they need to analyze the metal to get real answers. If the silver contains certain trace elements, it could tell them where and when it was made. British silverware, for example, often carried hallmarks, small stamped symbols identifying the maker, the date, and the place of origin. If a hallmark is found on this fragment, it could prove whether the spoon was made in England, North America, or somewhere else entirely. But what if there's no hallmark? That could suggest something even more mysterious. Many unmarked silver items were privately made or used in situations where tracking their origin wasn't important, like among pirates, smugglers, or secretive groups moving wealth in the shadows. One small fragment of silver has opened a flood of questions. The only way to get answers is to keep digging, literally. The team decided to expand the search area, marking every strong signal from the metal detector. The goal is clear: find more silver, find more evidence, and find out if Lot 26 holds more than just rumors. Evidence of a hidden smithy. A hidden smithy on Oak Island. That possibility just became a lot more real. Not far from where the silver spoon fragments were uncovered, something else unexpected turned up: iron deposits. Not just a few scattered pieces, but enough to suggest that someone was working with metal on Lot 26. And if there was a smithy, that means someone might have been melting down silver. But why? Silver isn't something people casually throw into a fire. It was valuable, a symbol of wealth, and often passed down through generations. The fact that the pieces found were broken apart suggests it wasn't just lost or discarded. Someone was deliberately cutting or melting it for a reason. Maybe they were making something new, like coins or ingots to be used or traded. Silver was a form of currency in the past, and reshaping it into smaller, more practical forms would have been a logical move. Another possibility is that someone was trying to transport or hide their wealth. Carrying large, identifiable silver pieces might have drawn too much attention. Breaking them into smaller parts would have made it easier to conceal. The mysterious well and its silver-infused water. Silver in the water. That's not something you expect to find in an old well. But that's exactly what's happening on Lot 26. Tests have shown traces of silver in the water, and that raises a big question: how did it get there? Is it just a strange natural occurrence, or is it proof that someone was working with silver nearby? If silver was being refined or stored close to the well, contamination could have seeped into the water over time. A smithy on Lot 26 would explain a lot: melted silver, broken fragments, and now traces of the metal in the well. But that's not the only theory. Wells weren't just sources of drinking water, they were also convenient hiding spots. If someone needed to stash valuables in a hurry, a well would have been an ideal choice: deep, dark, and easy to cover. Could this mean there was once treasure hidden in the well? The search continues. Lot 26 is proving to be more than just another dig site. It's becoming a key piece of the Oak Island puzzle. With silver artifacts, traces of metalworking, and even silver-infused water in the well, the evidence is piling up. But this is just the beginning. More excavation is planned, and with each dig, the chances of uncovering something even bigger increase. If silver was being processed or hidden here, what else might be buried beneath the surface? Could there be more fragments, larger artifacts, or even a long-lost stash of treasure waiting to be found? The only way to know is to keep searching. Every artifact, test, and excavation brings the team closer to the truth. And then there's the bigger question: could Lot 26 be the key to solving the Oak Island mystery once and for all? For centuries, people have searched for answers about who buried treasure here and why. If Samuel Ball was involved, if silver was being melted down or hidden, and if the well was used for something more than just water, then Lot 26 might hold the final pieces of the puzzle. The hunt isn't over, in fact, it's heating up. The discoveries so far have led to more questions, but they've also provided new leads. The search continues, and with every new clue, Oak Island's biggest secrets might finally come to light.